and start my video. Great. Very good evening. Thanks for joining. This is one of the series of videos that we are doing from Brand Sales Academy. And today, part of the series, I have with me a wonderful friend who I've been associated for the last 3 years. And when it comes to branding, that he's a go-to person. If you've been in Pune, if you've been across the world, he's one of those people who is a go-to person. And the idea is for me to kind of, in this time of pandemic, about what can we do differently in terms of branding and marketing. And that's the reason why I got Suresh. He's very busy. He's working, 24/7, working across US, UK market. And it was great for him to kind of, give us some time and tell us more about branding, tell us more during this pandemic, what else to be done. So before I introduce, so let me introduce Suresh to you. He's been a creative designer. We call it Guru Suresh. So people around, it's a brand guru. That's what he's called, and he's got 30 years of experience. He's been, as I said, he's been working in USA, UK, Nepal, Dubai. He's worked with famous brands like National Geography, Star TV, World Bank, Modi Xerox, HCL, NIT, Ranbaxy, Dabur. So you can see, the world's best brands he's already worked on. So he also worked with Saatchi and Saatchi. So the idea is that we'll hear from him. We'll hear from him in terms of, in terms of what he has done, how he has done differently for the brands during this time of pandemic, right? Because as we can understand, this times are different, and a lot of people are investing in the brands at this point of time. Now, I was reading somewhere, like, Forbes has come up with a thing like branding strategy, the cost of going dark, because you don't know what's the reaction of the customer, right? And that is what's happening. We are learning and relearning in terms of how branding is going to happen, right? So the idea is what it said was, hey, hold on to your nerve. Because see what other companies are doing, see what other competitors are doing, right? And the most important thing is to come up with the human approach to things. And that's the reason why you can see a lot of big brands like Louis Vuitton. Okay, I was reading Louis Vuitton, and Louis Vuitton is not talking about wine and perfume, but they're talking about sanitizers. They're talking about safety of employees. So that's so important. Like Lego toys, they are coming up with the UK government about safety distance, like how safe distance can we maintain. Okay, so the idea is with the ads coming up, with things are differently, because now those get-togethers are gone, where people are going to a railway station or going together, and we have big brands coming up. Those are going to reduce. What else going to happen is we are going to see more of radio ads. We are going to see, I can see Radio Mirchi going, going leaps and bounds. We are seeing TV ads, Doordarshan, Mahabharat and Ramayana, a lot of things happening in that area in terms of ads being put up, right? So this time, it's basically about the leadership, about how leadership is being defined. So the true leaders are being made, or we are trying to understand who's a true leader at this point of time, because how you work with the employees, how you work with the brands, this is the time that your true leadership will come to the fore, right? So I will be talking more about what different strategies the world are coming up. But before I can do that, let me hear from Suresh, right? Let me hear from Suresh about what he has done, how a lot of companies have become very productive, because it is not about reducing the budgets. It's all about keeping the budgets, putting marketing budgets in place, because once this is all going to over, it is a time to plan and replan, to plan very differently about how you want to take your brands to the market. Okay, so before anything else, over to Suresh. And Suresh, welcome. Over to you. You can unmute yourself. Yeah.
I'm audible now?
Yeah, you're audible. Just go ahead. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining.
First of all, thank you so much, Neeraj, for introducing me to this team and persuading me to join this team, because I'm I prefer to stay behind the camera, not from the camera. It's the first time I'm facing camera, so I'm slightly nervous. and fumbling. If I fumble, so please excuse me on that. So, okay, so Neeraj has already talked about me, and he already said about me a lot. So basically, I'm a graphic and web design team person, and I started my career with a very large company way back 88, 89. So it's almost like 30 years now or so. And I started with the Saatchi and Saatchi, when back then it was Saatchi and Saatchi, it was Sisters. I started my career from New Delhi and then up onto many companies and advising groups and companies. And finally, you know, I moved to UK, worked there for many years, and then moved back, moved to US, moved back, and then finally I'm here. I started this company called Studio One Hub, which is a brand and sales and web design company. We have done branding more than 4,000, under my leadership, and some of the like remarkable brand name, if you ask me, one of them is HCL logo, which is done a long back. One is logo brand, and another I've done for here in Pune for MIT group of companies, which is well-known brands. I've done work for Naukri branding also, Naukri.com, long back. So these are like some of the the logo branding I've done for the companies, small or big. So after moving back 2016, I decided to set up my own design group, and here in Pune, and we're doing fantastic work. Mostly we do a lot of work for US market. Are you guys listening me? Because nobody's, yeah?
So everything, go ahead, Suresh. I think the people are looking forward to your presentation. So yeah.
Okay, so to cut short about me, let me start showing my what we have done so far and a summarize of a work, and then I will show you. So basically, since we are talking about, can you see me my?
No. Share your screen, share your desktop.
Okay, share.
Yeah, we can see it now. We can see it now.
Now you can see it? Okay. So since we are talking about the logo branding and the branding, why the branding is. So what is a logo design and branding? So logo design branding is a process of designing a logo. To be more specific, it's a strategy designed to company to help people quickly identify their products and organization and give customer reason to choose their products over competition. So basically, it's like an identity of your company or of a product, why your company is distinctive or special to others. So this is like the first idea of your company, the first intro of your company or product. So this is what it is. And then what is a good logo and bad logo? So the best logo are the simplest one. You name it, like Nike, Exxon, all the top brands, Apple, Target, FedEx, there are a number of, the logos. The more simple it is, the more visible, more recognizable, and more easy to remember. So the simplest logos, this is my own learning through this journey experience. And I've learned through, all my experience, the easiest logo branding is the most remarkable, most easy to remember, and people always, register that. So the good logo design will have a fewest elements or easiest design element that communicate effectively. That means the easiest logo is always remember, like I'm wearing Nike here. It's very simple. Similarly, the Macon company that I've designed it back in the US, just last few months when I was in here, I've designed this branding. So I'm going to show you this. So the easiest logos are the best logos. The most simplest logo are the best logos. And the bad logos. There are bad logos. Guys, please say yes or no in between. Huh?
Suresh, we've muted everybody, so nobody is going to talk about. At the end, we'll take questions. So you just go ahead with your presentation. Yeah.
Okay. So the bad logo designs is try to say everything but accomplish opposite. Like the more things, that more intricacy, more detail you add to it, it'll become very difficult to register your brand. So it's become unrecognizable. Like you put in so many things into the logo and then it becomes very unrecognizable. So the best thing is move always forward to have a easiest logo and easy to register for customers. Now, before we design, there's a design process. We follow 5 principles to do effective logo design. One is the logo has to be very simple. Second is it has to be memorable. Third is timeless. It has to be timeless no matter if you see after 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, it has to be timeless because logo branding do it only once. You're not going to change your company identity or logo every day. This is like timeless. That has to stay with you forever. So that all this point has to be well thought it over. Then versatile. It has to versatile. It has to work in all dimensions, no matter what surface you use, what format you use. It has to work in all format, and it has to be appropriate also. It has to, appeal the masses, appeal the public. Okay. Now, in that basis, I'm showing some of the examples we have done recently. I'm sure you all aware of, Posh Pink here I'm talking about Pune, where I'm basically right now. So we've designed a fashion brand called Posh Pink, which is in Viman Nagar and Koregaon Park. They are the largest fashion brand, and they are coming and they are going to open very soon to various locations in India and abroad also. So we've designed the branding and the logo mark for this company. And if you see this on the left-hand side, this is how simple logo it is. The P and P, double P within a circle. That shows, within this radius of our store, you'll get everything that you need. Basically, their target audience is more of a female than a male. So they sell it all the female products, mostly the fashion related things and accessories and clothes and all this stuff. So similarly, the logo design that we've done here, it has to be implemented to the final shape. So this is how it is looking now. And then same thing is for the storage look and and so on and so forth. The second design we have done very recently, ABC Farms. It's very well-known brand, here in Pune. I'm sure Kumarji will be knowing because very close to him where he stays. So we've designed their upcoming. Hello. We've
Yes, sir.
designed.
I said,
Yeah. He said yes. Go ahead.
yes, sir, right through.
Okay. So you designed their new cafe called Pizza Cafe, where they're going to be serving all this, special pizza for the health conscious people, which has no gluten and all this stuff. So they wanted to have a branding for them for their new cafe. So we designed it. We made it very simple yet effective because their criteria was they want to sell their product with the oven, the wood fire oven pizza. And with that, keeping all this in mind, and I've designed with this, kiln and the fire and the pizza cafe written there. Because this is part of the ABC group. So we have used their mother parent logo also, parent logo company, and the new coming logo. So which is like complete look of the same company. So this is the second example we've designed. Now third, very recently last week, we've done company called Two Stacks, which is a online payment gateway company based in Singapore. So very simple way we are showing two stacks, like the customer and the bank in between, the transaction taking shape, no in between. So whichever format you go, it'll come back to you. This is the whole idea. The stacks, the simple stacks. This is the whole about it. And third, we are doing work for a US multinational company called MTM. They are the largest MTM trailer company based in Chicago. We have designed their company branding as well as all their social media, print media, web media campaign. And this is like another very simple logo style we have designed. MTM, if you see discretely, this is like two M and T and N. So this is how it is. And then fourth, very recently we've designed called McCann Construction, another company based in Chicago, Ohio, which is a large grain storage company in that area. And we've designed the branding for them. And if you see that, this is the logo branding. And the logo branding, we've taken to the next level. And then we use this branding throughout their marketing collaterals, website design, social media design, so on and so forth. And if you see that, the same logo here, we've used this in merchandise. So the idea was the logo has to be very simple, easy to remember, and it can be used in any format without any losing its identity. And then after that, it comes to how you market yourself. Then there are various methods we can market. So the first and foremost comes is print media, wherein you start promoting your services. You could do a brochure. It could be in any shape of the brochure. It could be single fold, bifold, trifold, or single flyer. Then same idea and concept we carry forward to the next level and do and so on and so forth. And then comes to the media. Media is another extension part. We do book cover design, ad displays, ads, and what's all this stuff. Then comes to social media. We are doing a lot of social media advertising and digital marketing. And currently we are doing two projects here in Pune. One is for DY Patil Group of companies. They are the very well-known name, here in Pune. They are in education, and we are doing entire their social media and web media marketing. So we handling all their, paid promotion, organic search, social media penetration like make sure that they are present everywhere, no matter what platform anybody search, they are there. And then secondly, we're doing for an American company, same as I told, called McCann. We're doing this work for them also. Then we're also doing, video animation and, YouTube videos for promotions work. So one has to see that. One can go there on link below and you can check out our work. We have done a lot of work for video and video promotion. Down below, then we also do, email marketing. MailChimp is our partner. We do it through MailChimp. We take a brief from, the client or what are the requirement or what are the customer base you're looking for. Based on that, we strategize and then we make content, we write content writing, and then we start publishing your services, your products through mail, mail marketing. Then, okay. Then is the last thing, then we'll discuss afterwards. All right, over to you, Neeraj. Neeraj?
Yeah. Okay. I'm just taking controls from you.
Okay.
Can you end share?
What?
End sharing. So you've just shared, just end sharing.
And sharing. Stop sharing. Okay, done. Okay.
Can you pass on controls to me?
Controls to you.
Mm.
Uh,
Make me the host.
how do I do that?
Yeah, I got it. Perfect.
Got it. Okay.
Lovely. Thanks, Suresh. That was helpful. That was definitely helpful. So yeah, in the chat, if you have any questions, feel free to ask questions. As I said, he's been doing a lot of work. This is the first time he's presenting, right? So he's like, he's a behind the scene guy who's like a creative director. So yeah, so you must have seen him like, trying to kind of, but he's doing a great job, Suresh. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
That's what it is. So the idea is that I know he can go deep into it, and he can keep talking about brands and brands. That's what he does on a daily basis. I just wanted to have another perspective to all this, and the perspective was, hey, uh, right now, the marketing budgets that people are having, are putting. It's more from a perspective of building trust. So if you're creating videos, if you're creating campaigns, if you're doing posts, create videos which will build the trust. Don't stop, because this is the time your audience wants to hear from you. If you are into any kind of company, they want to hear from you. They don't want, they just don't want, you like nothing. Don't stop, right? Create that, put those brands in market. I was listening to Delta Airlines. What they're doing is they're taking a lot of work in terms of safety. There are lot of work in terms of restrictions that you're doing, right? So those are some of the things that you can use at this point of pandemic, because it is a time when a lot of people are going through a lot of hardship. A lot of companies are going, a lot of people are going through hardship. So this is a great time for you to bring a smile. So just put a video or put a post which just brings a smile to people. So yeah, uh, things will change. We all know things are going to change now with the pandemic coming into picture. But the idea is to be flexible, flexible and scalable at the same time, right? So just be flexible with your approach in terms of branding, and think what would be happening. So you need to be flexible and scalable at the same time. Don't be very rigid in terms of, okay, this is the kind of work that we're going to do. No, you need to feel the market. And that's the reason why people like Suresh, really come into picture, where he kind of, works with you, works with different companies. And like I said, right now, people, like what he was trying to tell you, that, hey, people have not stopped their marketing budgets. They definitely have reduced slightly, but they have not stopped. So if you're into, if you are into any kind of business, or if you know other businesses, you can definitely redirect. And Suresh, as I said, he's just give you a sample of what it is. I just stopped him. I say, hey, fix your presentation only for 15 minutes, because he can go on and talk more about what are the works that he has done before. So yeah, connect to him. I'll send you the details and all. Feel free to connect to him directly. And the idea is that whatever you're trying to do, I repeat, it's the campaigns, the videos, that's basically to create trust with the people, create a communication with the people, and create some kind of a contribution. Okay, so that's what it is. And you will see a lot of companies coming up with campaigns which more of in terms of crisis management, right? Like grocery shops, like healthcare, like travel, about what safety things are doing. So you're not a direct thing, it's not a direct thing in terms of they selling the products. It's an indirect way, it's a pseudo way of selling the products, which you can talk about a lot about safety, and then put your ads and brands across the market. So this is a great time. And finally, it's all about how do you build trust during this pandemic time. So it's a very creative exercise. Don't stop. Again, don't stop doing your branding exercise. It's a great time to do your branding. And yes, Suresh also can help. So Suresh, if you can talk more, just you don't have to take on the presentation. Just talk more. What else can you help people at this point of time? How else you can do? You said you had some package that you want to offer to people, which people can know and they can come back to you. So what can you do for them then?
Well, I have one package actually, which I can share with you. I can
No, that's
share
fine.
it, right?
Just talk it out. Yeah, just
Okay.
talk it.
So, because post COVID, there are a lot of financial constraint, and mostly the business are down, and there are a lot of financial constraint there. So for that, actually, I made a one package with the help of Neeraj, because Neeraj came with this idea that why don't we do a package with these sessions, actually, that we're going to do a logo branding of a company or service, whichever you want. Logo branding, you know, and then one sec, please. I want to make sure that whatever I talk, it has to be there. Okay, so logo brand design, social media page, which will have a Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube profile pages, and then website design up to 6 to 7 pages, which is we call it static website, wherein there won't be any e-commerce plugin or facility available, but a static website and 1 minute video, up to 1 minute video. So 1 minute actually too much, but say let's call it 30 to 35-second video. Along with that, an entire package, earlier we used to set it like 50K, but now we're setting for 30K. So which is like a good way to start for your company, to media presence. And then once you are live, then we may maintain it also for next 1 year. So this is our offering right now for it.
Lovely, lovely. So yeah, if you want to kind of connect to Suresh, I'll send you the link. His company is there. You can just go Google it. Okay, Studio One Hub, very famous. A lot of big brands are associated with him. And yeah, if you know what he's also offered, and it's like hey, 20 minutes of time, which is free, where you can just go call him and discuss with him. Okay, and it depends on where you can take from there. So it's okay. He's just going to help you in your branding process also. So yeah, that's what it is. Any questions you have? Anybody has any questions so far?
I see somebody there, Neeraj, with the hand up. That means he want to know something, right? Called Vikram Chauhan.
Yeah, Vikram, if you are there, what's your question if you want to ask, or maybe press the hand just to check. Vikram, can you hear us?
Yes, actually by mistake.
By mistake, okay, that's fine. All right.
Oh, okay.
It happens many times in these calls, right?
Okay.
So yeah, anything else, Suresh, you want to add to what kind of ads can come in this time of pandemic? Anything else you want to tell the viewers?
See, basically, this pandemic is actually, and as you know that, although we are back in work and we are working, but we are not fully working actually. We are still working from home. And most of the team people aren't joined fully. So the thing is, to keep a cost low, you have to go slow for the time being, and then that's the reason we purposely made this package to get started your company, before this COVID situation. So it'll help us boost your digital image again. So this is the whole idea. And since Neeraj sir, you have persuaded me to join this webinar, so that is
that's right. So yeah,
I can offer you.
Yeah, lovely, lovely. Thank you so much. Thanks for this. Yeah, as he said, he's been working a lot. So yeah, just connect with him, and in the chat box, I'm going to drop his number and email, and get connected. The idea is, again, don't stop your marketing, right? Don't stop your marketing. This is a great time. Scale it down, but keep your brand going. Keep telling people about what kind of work that you're trying to do. And third time that I'm trying to tell you, build trust. Right? Build trust. And that's what it is. Build trust with customers, because it's a great time to build trust. Be human, right? That's the idea. Be human in terms of your ad spending or ads that you're creating right now. And there's so many ideas that you can do it, indirect marketing, which can help you grow your budget. Yeah, I think that was it. I think that's what it is. So yeah, thank you so much. Thanks all for joining. If there's any questions still, we are here. Drop me a line, and if there's things that you want to know about what to do, how to do it, we are more than happy to help you in terms of brand, in terms of marketing. My name is Neeraj Singh Rathore, and I'm into sales and marketing. I do a lot of work as consultant with many companies in terms of helping them in the sales and marketing part. So if there's anything in terms of sales or what you do, how you do it, do get in touch with me, and I'm more than happy to help you. Right? Thanks, Suresh. Thanks for your time. That was a great presentation. Thank you. Thank you all who joined. If there's still questions, do get in touch with me. Thank you. Take care. Take care of yourself and be safe. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.